Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel. And today on Tool Talk episode 3, we're going to be comparing the Gearwrench set that I just got. It's 6mm through 32mm, part number 81916, and it runs about $75. A great deal here. You guys might have saw the first opening of it, but now I'm going to compare it to my Matco ratcheting wrenches, Matco spline drive wrenches, and my Tekton and Dewalt wrenches. So you can just kind of see the features, see how nice of a job they did on it, and maybe you can decide whether you want the Gearwrench set, Tekton set, or somebody else. But I really hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do, make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thank you guys. Alrighty guys, so this is the Gearwrench set 81916 for $75 roughly. Sometimes people will try and sell them for upwards of like $160, but this will be a link down in the description if you are interested. It is a very wide variety, 6 through, I think it is 24 without skipping a size, and then you have 27, 30, and 32. So I think the only other size that I would want is like a 25, but other than that, it's got everything I need. The reason I got this set was because the largest set that I have at school or in my work box is the Matco 20. So I find myself running into the issue of not having the wrenches that I need to do some jobs. So that's why I picked this set up. Really great price, especially if you're looking at those just jumbo sets from Gearwrench, where you get like 20 to 25 or something like that, and it runs $100, where you can get this entire set for under that. So that's great. But this is the set that I will be comparing to my Matco, both ratcheting, non-ratcheting, Dewalt ratcheting, and Tekton wrenches, just so you can kind of see the features of these wrenches compared to some of the others, and you can kind of see what you want to purchase if you're, looking for a wrench set. But if you haven't checked out my other video, make sure to check that out. I should kind of show you everything, but it does go up to 32, and this 32mm is 17.5 inches long, so it's really nice. This is a long pattern combination wrench set, so you do get quite a bit of extra length. I will show you compared to my Tekton long pattern wrenches. These are even longer, so that's pretty nice. So let's get into actually comparing the 20s and 19s. Alrighty guys, so what we have here is a Dewalt ratcheting wrench. This is reversible. We're not really going to be going over the box ends of these, just kind of want to show you the chrome jobs, the engravings, the box ends, and the open ends of these, just to kind of compare so you can have an idea. And then these are all 19mm, and then we'll go into the 20mm as well. Let me give you a real quick close-up of them. So, like I stated, this is the Dewalt 19mm reversible ratcheting wrench, the Matco ratcheting wrench, not reversible, the Tekton long pattern 19mm non-ratcheting, and the Gearwrench long pattern. This is from the set that I just got. So one of the reasons I wanted it is because when we first started, we just got the ratcheting wrenches in our school box, and I tell you what, I hate these ratcheting wrenches. Let me know if anybody else has these Matco wrenches. They're the straight zero offset. There's no angle to them whatsoever, no reversible feature or anything. No open end feature. It's just a normal ratcheting wrench. And I have a big issue with these actually ratcheting, especially when I try and get a fastener off. It jams and it won't move either way, and I got to tap it on something just to get the mechanism to start working again. And then I'll go over my other Matco wrenches in the 20mm. But just to start off, the reason I got this Dewalt set was because this Matco set was zero offset, and I really hated that ratcheting mechanism in there. And plus, the Dewalt, you get a set from I think 10 to 19, and it does have open end features for anti-slip. It has a tooth down here, a tooth at the top, and kind of this angled cut in the back of the open end. And then another reason I got this is because it does have an offset. There's an angle there, and they are reversible, and the mechanism works great on these. I've absolutely loved these Dewalt wrenches since I've got them. Just listen to this. And then if you could feel this, you could definitely tell that the mechanisms in these Matco wrenches just aren't that great. Don't get me wrong, the open end has worked great for me, and I've done a lot of jobs with these, but I still do not care for the box end. But we're not really going over ratcheting wrenches. I want to focus on kind of what you're getting with this Gearwrench set. So as you can tell, it is quite a bit longer than your normal combination wrenches. Let's go ahead and measure these. This 19mm is 9 3/4 inches long, and that's about the same for all three of these, the Dewalt, Matco, and Tekton. And then the Gearwrench 19mm is 11 inches. So you got quite a bit of extra length there for more torque on a fastener. And these Gearwrench do also have an anti-slip feature in the open end. You have a tooth up here in the top, just kind of cut into the top right here, if you can see that. And then another one towards the open end on the bottom. So you do have the normal back, you know, the more commonly shaped backing of the open end, but this feature actually works really well. It's not like one of those gags where it's all like, oh, anti-slip feature, and it just rounds off fasteners. This actually does work pretty damn well. The box end is just your standard 12-point box end. It's not spline drive or anything, but it does have tight tolerances, and it works really well. The chrome job on these are really nice. You have Gearwrench engraved right here in the center, as well as 19mm there. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then once again on the front, you have 19mm up on the open end to easily identify what size it is if you keep it in that cloth roll. Then on the back, you have Gearwrench engraved, and then the part number of each wrench. And then you still have the size of the wrench up here on the open end. So with the Tekton, this is supposed to be their long pattern, 19mm. As you can tell, it's still a little bit shorter. And Tekton does a great job on their chrome jobs. They do a fantastic job. The tolerances are good on it. There is no open-end features on the Tekton set either, but they are a great price for what you get, and I'll show you the actual set of these. And then we kind of went over the Matco and Dewalt already. I just kind of wanted to show you the length difference and the open ends. So let me bring you down so you can kind of get a good look at the open ends again. Remember, starting from the right, it's Dewalt, and then Matco, and then Tekton, and then Gearwrench. So a few different open end designs right there. And then the box ends on the Dewalt and the Tekton are just your standard 12-point. So now that we've done the 19mm, let's go ahead and take a look at some different 20mm. Alright, you guys, so these are the 20mm. This is the Tekton 20, the Matco 20, and the Gearwrench 20. So with the Tekton, the length is 10 inches. The Matco is 10 1/4, and then the Gearwrench from the set I just purchased is 11 1/4 or 11 1/2 inches. So once again, you get quite a bit of extra length there for that little bit of added torque on a fastener. So that's fantastic. But comparing the Tekton to the Gearwrench, you guys saw it's the same thing as the 19, but here's kind of a better side by side. Once again, I will show you the open end features in the 32mm so you can kind of get a better sight of it. It's more noticeable in those. But compared to the Matco, the reason I do like these Matco combination wrenches is they're not ratcheting, they have an offset, and they have a spline drive. But for a set of these, you're looking at a couple $100. So if you are interested in these Matco ones, please let me know and I will get the part number for you. But other than that, I'll have the Tekton and the Gearwrench and Dewalt wrenches all linked down in the description. But besides this box end that has a spline drive, the offset, but the open end also has the anti-slip feature, a little bit different from the Gearwrench. You can see multiple little grooves in the bottom and in the top. Maybe you guys can see that better right there. And this does work fantastic. The Matco non-ratcheting spline drive wrenches are amazing. So the only difference really is between the Matco and the Gearwrench is a different design for the anti-slip feature, and the Matco has the spline drive instead of the normal 12-point box end. But you're also looking at spending probably $100 more on this set, which goes from like 8 to 20, whereas the Gearwrench goes from 6 to 32 for probably half the price. But if you are interested in these, please let me know and I will find the part number for you. Then the Tekton set, I will show you the entire 2 sets of both metric and SAE, because these are great for do-it-yourselfers, or if you're just beginning in the automotive field, I promise you, you will not be disappointed with these. They are a cheaper wrench, but Tekton has done a beautiful job on them. So now that we've kind of compared the 19s and 20s, I just kind of want to show you the 32 millimeter and the Tekton set, just so you can get a better idea of what the open end feature looks like and what you're going to be getting if you decide to go with the Tekton set. Okay guys, so here we're looking at the Gearwrench set once again. Just going to state this one more time. 6 all the way through 12 here, and then starting at 13 all the way up to 24, and then you have 27, 30, and 32. And let me show you the open end feature in this bigger wrench. So there you can see the tooth on the bottom of the Gearwrench open end, and in the corner at the top you can see that open end feature. So just wanted to state that that feature does work good. It is a little bit different design than what you will see on the Snap-on and Matco wrenches, but they do work great. So before we move into the Tekton set, if you are interested in these Dewalt ones, they run about $45 for the metric and $45 for the SAE for a set of 10, I believe. And they're great. Don't buy them in the store. They run $100 a set, and you can get them for half the price online. And you got the open end features that work really well on these as well, and you get that ratcheting mechanism. Then I showed you the Matco spline drive, the Matco ratcheting wrenches, which I would not recommend. Please, if you own that set, let me know what you guys think of them. Are you having the same issue as me, or is it just my set? And then this Gearwrench set, 81916, $75. And then this Tekton set, where you will get the metric and the SAE, which will be linked down in the description. The metric runs from 8 millimeter all the way to 22, so you do have a wide variety of wrenches there in the metric set. And then the SAE is a 1/4 inch through 1 inch. Neither of these skip a size, so it's really nice. This set will range anywhere from $75 to $110, just depending on who you order it through. Alrighty guys, sorry about that. Baby Elijah has an appointment and I had to help my wife get him in the car and everything. So what I was going over was this Tekton set. It's really good price, $75 to $110, $120-ish, just depends. But like I stated, 8 through 22, 1/4 inch through 1 inch. These sets do not skip a size. You can get them together for that price, or you can buy them individually. You are gonna end up spending a little bit more money though. But one thing you will notice with these are the 17 and 18 are the same size, 19 and 20 are the same size, 15 and 16 are also the same size. It's really weird. I don't know why they did that, but that's the way it is. It's not as bad with the SAE set, but that's just kind of a heads up. But that's my comparison from Gearwrench, the set that I got, the Tekton set, the Matco ratcheting wrench set, would not recommend. The Dewalt ratcheting wrench set, reversible with offset, would recommend this set. $40 online or $100 in stores. And then the Matco spline drive combination wrench with the anti-slip feature in the open end as well. This set is going to run you a couple $100 though, and it's from like 8 to 20 millimeter. So it's all what you want to spend, but I really think a majority of people would be happy with this Gearwrench set from 6 to 32 millimeter. I think a majority of everybody would be happy with this set, but please let me know what you guys think. Hey YouTubers, so that's it for my Gearwrench comparison to the other brands. I have family coming, so I was kind of in a rush to get this video done, but I did go and compare this set to 3 or 4 different other sets. So if you would like me to compare just the Gearwrench set to the Tekton set, or the Gearwrench to the Matco spline drive, or the Dewalt set, if you guys have a suggestion of 2 wrenches that you would like to see more in depth of, please let me know and I would be happy to make a video for you on that. But if you're interested in either the Tekton set, both metric and SAE, that will be linked down in the description. The Gearwrench set 81916 will be linked down in the description. And I'll try and find the Dewalt set as well. If you're interested in the Matco set, please let me know and I will look it up for you. That probably won't be linked down in the description just because it has to be from the Matco store. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, subscribe if you're not.